Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be taking a look at the Latte 2 palette by Dominique Cosmetics. So if you want to see how I got this look on my eyes and hear my thoughts on this palette, then sit back, relax, enjoy the video, and don't forget, like, subscribe below, and hit that notification bell. Okay, so now that we are zoomed in on my face, let's get started with the Latte 2 palette by Dominique Cosmetics. Pop this open. Look how freaking pretty, you guys. I am so obsessed with this. When I saw this online, I lost my mind and knew I had to have it. So I'm actually gonna start off with these two shades and start defining like the brow bone and my lid a little bit. So I'm actually gonna use this mirror here because every time I use a palette mirror, I gouge the freaking shadow and it makes me want to die. So we're just gonna avoid that altogether. So I'm gonna grab, actually this like really tiny little packing brush actually. Go in with the more like skin tone shade. Just take that right on my lid. And I find with smaller eyes and slightly hooded eyes, if you define the lid right away and just get a little bit of definition and slowly kind of contour the eye, everything looks a little prettier. Looks like I worked a little bit harder than I did, but in reality, I'm just tricking the light. So I'm actually gonna mix those two lighter shades, tap that off. Ooh, I do get a fair bit of kickback with this, but the pigmentation's beautiful. Take that and just kind of press that and lightly sweep that underneath the brow bone. Just the lighter one now. Pop that right there. And they're very subtle changes and very subtle first steps, but I do find, they make a big difference in the end. Okay, so now that I've done that, everything's kind of smoothed out, smoothed around. Let me grab this bad boy, bring it up here for you. Bam! I am probably gonna go in with, what am I gonna use in my crease? I think I'm actually gonna go in, I'm kind of safe, shocker. But I'm actually gonna go in with the shade Blonde Roast, and we're gonna try that one out in my crease. We're gonna start with that one. Force myself out of my comfort zone, like I said, that's the point. And I feel like this palette's a great one for that. It's neutrals, but you have these pops of color, so I feel like this is the perfect way to really experiment with that. Like I said, smaller eyes, so I focus everything a little bit lower and I kind of tilt my head back to kind of tuck it into the crease a little bit. Because if I get too high, everything looks a little messy and I really have to be careful. So I'm gonna tilt my head back a little bit and just kind of lift up my eye and pop that in there. So the color payoff with this is really beautiful. It blends like a dream. Like I feel like I'm barely working to blend this out. Let me see how it's looking on the monitor. Sometimes I find I'm really playing with my light levels. Sometimes, gosh, excuse me, I really got a frog in my throat today. Sometimes with the lights here, it can tend to look kind of patchy on camera, where in real life, I'm like, but it looks so pretty and blended. So I'm really trying to work on that. So I've changed things up a little bit. So hopefully it's coming across as beautiful as it's looking. I'm also trying to be a little more careful about not over blending. You want to blend, but at a certain point, if you blend it too much, it really does look muddy no matter how nice of quality the shadow is. Okay, so now that I've got that built up in the crease, that is looking really, really pretty and blown out. Ooh, what are we gonna go with next? Okay, so picking up the palette, let's peek. I'm probably gonna go in. I really, really love this shade all the way over the corner, Cafecito. This, is that how you say it? Yeah, Cafecito, I think is what it is. It is so pretty. It's kind of like a deep reddish brown. So really, really appealing to me. So I'm gonna take that on slightly less fluffy brush. This one's by Morphe. I think the other one was a MAC brush. I'm gonna take that on that brush. I'm expecting this to be just as pigmented as the other. So really picked up a lot of product. And I'm gonna take this on the outer corner of my eye, the outer V, and really just gently, lightly work that into the crease. Okay, so this is blending like a freaking dream. Ooh, take a little bit more of the blonde rose right on top of that. Yeah, it's looking just as pretty in monitor as it is in person. This is such a pretty color combination. I've worn this a couple times now, played with this a little bit, and I have yet to find a way that I played with this palette where it hasn't looked beautiful. So I am loving this so far. So I'm gonna move on to the next step. Okay, we're back with the palette, and I am having a really hard time kind of deciding what I want to do. So looking at my eyes, I've kind of got that yellow. So actually, no, I think I've made up my mind. So I actually think I'm going to go in with the shade Drizzle over here, this kind of gold metallic shade. This is one I have swatched, but I have not worn on my eyes, so I'm very excited. Per usual, I am super old school. I'm going to use my finger. It's just my favorite tool. This, oh, so pretty. I'm just going to take that right on the lid. Oh my gosh, you guys. This. Oh, it's so pretty. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I'm actually gonna grab the palette really fast. So I'm actually, to blend these the darker shade and Drizzle together on my eye, I'm actually gonna go on my finger with a little bit of iced coffee to blend those together. Iced coffee is one I wore all over my lid the other day and just kind of smoked it out all over. And it was the prettiest, like grungy kind of brown look. Yes, that blended those, so pretty. I'm gonna grab that blush one more time, a little bit of blonde rose. And this is where I take what's left of that product. And I'm still gonna work kind of low, but this is when I start to kind of fluff it up a little bit. Just a little. Oh my gosh, I am loving how this is looking. Okay, so I'm gonna highlight the inner corner of my eye a little bit, throw on a little bit of mascara, and then I will be right back with the final look. Okay, everybody, we are back with the final look. Let me close my eyes, give you a little peek, little turn. You guys, I've used the Latte 2 palette 4 or 5 times now, and every time it has impressed me. So this is getting a huge thumbs up from me. Yes, yes, yes. If you can get your hands on this, do. It is beautiful. You have neutral shades you can wear every day. You have these pops of color. I've yet to find a look that I haven't loved using this palette. So I cannot give this a big enough thumbs up. I'm gonna continue to reach for this. So if you can get your hands on it, do it, do it, do it. But that brings us to the end of the video. If you like what you saw today and you wanna see more content like this, don't forget, like, subscribe below, hit that notification bell, and thank you so much for watching. I love y'all.